We announced that we were going to do the acquisition of the remaining minority interest shareholdings in the two German companies which have both the CERENERGY project and the Alumina Anodes project. So that will be a all-scrip acquisition, and it'll be subject to shareholder approval. We're getting an independent expert report done on that at the moment. That transaction will give Altech Batteries Limited at the ASX listed level complete control over the German project. So that'll give us flexibility in moving forward, enable us to swiftly move forward and raise capital when we need to push those projects forward. We've also announced a financing facility with our major shareholder, Deutsche Balaton. Deutsche Balaton has provided, again subject to shareholder approval, at a meeting that's scheduled to be held on the 13th of May, 2.5 million euros of what they call bearer bond facilities, which is just a loan type arrangement. We're selling the Malaysian land to repay those debts, and they'll attract 7% interest, which is pretty competitive. But we think it's a good financing arrangement for Altech because it doesn't have the dilutionary impact of a share issue and a capital raising that way. So good vote of support by our major shareholder to do this. Shows belief in the projects. We've also received environmental and construction approval for a 120 megawatt hour CERENERGY plant in Saxony in Germany. So the government has green stamped that project. They've given all the required approvals to move forward, so we can start constructing that plant subject to raising money. So that's a very positive step forward in that the local authorities and the government have seen the benefit in doing this and have given the approval to build the plant. We think it's a premium product. It doesn't catch on fire, it doesn't explode, it doesn't use lithium, copper, cobalt, graphite or manganese. So we think it's a better product than the lithium-ion battery, and we're seeing the fires and explosions happening around the world. Recently we saw one in California at the Moss Landing site where 300 megawatt hours of battery capacity went up in fire. It was a complete disaster, and weeks after, that fire was still spotting here and there because they just couldn't completely put it out. We've got a product in the CERENERGY battery that uses sodium-chloride technology. It's readily available, and these batteries, a really good thing is they don't explode, they don't catch on fire, they're completely safe. We think they're very ideal and suitable for many applications as the world transitions to renewable energy. We think there's applications with data centers, as data centers get very energy thirsty with the artificial intelligence transition. We think there's suitability for grids and utility providers that are transitioning to renewable energy. So the key focus and what we're all gunning for within Altech is the finance to construct the 120 megawatt hour CERENERGY plant. Achieving that will be a real game changer for the company. It would allow us to move forward with the construction of the plant and get this project up and running. So that's really the focus. We're in heavy talks with our corporate advisors, KPMG. We're in discussions with potential European banks and equity providers to form a consortium to be able to provide the finance to construct the plant. We're working really hard on that, and hopefully we're able to achieve it.